A very good morning, students. Now we are going to discuss the numericals of chapter energy. So very first numerical is a force of 30 Newton act on a body and moves through a distance of 5 meter in the direction of force. So you have to calculate the work done. So the force and distance are given to you. The formula for work done is force into distance. So after multiplying you will be getting 150 Newton meter. Newton meter is equals to your joule. So the work done is 150 joule. Next is a man lifts a mass of 20 kg to a height of 2.5 meter. Assume that the force of gravity on 1 kg is 10 Newton. You have to find the work done. So which are the given quantities? Mass of the body is given, that is 20. Height of the body is 2.5 meter. Then also given that force of gravity on a mass of 1 kg is 10 Newton. So we have to talk about a body whose mass is 20 kg. Then force will be 20 into H, which is your 200 Newton. Also you can write it as mg, which is m is 20, g is 10. So we get 200 Newton. Then work done equals to force into height, that is also mg h, because in place of mg we have written f. So 200 Newton into 2.5 meter will give you 500 joule. Next is a body when acted upon the force of 10 kgf moves to a distance of 0.5 meter in the direction of force. Find the work done by the force when 1 kgf is 10 Newton. So force is given to you, that is 10 kgf. As we know 1 kgf is 10 Newton. So we can write 10 Newton in place of kgf. So we will be getting the force 100 Newton. Distance moved is 0.5 meter. Work done is force into displacement or distance. So 100 Newton into 0.5 meter is 50 joule. Next is question number 4. Two bodies of same masses are placed at height h and 2h. Compare their gravitational potential energy. So here you can see this is your ground, and from ground I have taken two bodies A and B. A is at height h and B is at height 2h, but the masses of both the bodies are same. So the ratio of gravitational potential energy of A and B will be written as potential energy 1, potential energy 2. So mgh and mg2h. So mm get cancelled, g get cancelled, hh got cancelled. So we are left with 1 over 2. So the ratio comes out to be 1:2. Next is find the gravitational potential energy of 2.5 kg mass kept at a height of 15 meter above the ground. The force of gravity on mass 1 kg is 10 Newton. So you are given that mass of a body is 2.5 kg, height of that body is 15 meter, potential energy is mgh. So after calculation we will be getting 375 joule. Next is question number 6. The gravitational potential energy stored in a box of weight 150 kgf is 1.5 into 10 raised to power 4 joule. Find the height of the box. So now you are given your potential energy, which is 1.5 into 10 raised to power 4 joule. 10 raised to power 4 can be written like this, and this is 1.5. After multiplying we will be getting this. Then weight mg. Weight of a body is given. Weight is the product of mass and force of gravity. So 150 kgf, converting kgf into Newton, we got weight equals to this, and potential energy is mgh. This from here we can calculate the height by dividing. So height comes out to be 10 meter. Next is question number 7. The potential energy of a body of mass 0.5 kg increases by 100 joule when it is taken at the top of a tower from ground. So if the force of gravity on 1 kg is 10 Newton, what is the height of tower? So here mass is given to you, potential energy is given to you, you have to find the height. So after simple calculation you will be getting this. Next is question number 8. A body of mass 60 kg is moving with a speed 50 meter per second. Find its kinetic energy. So here mass is given to you, speed is given to you, and the formula for kinetic energy is half mv square. In place of m we have written 60, in place of v we have written 50 square. So after simple calculation we will be getting kinetic energy as this. Either you can write this way or you can write this way. In both the terms your answer will be considered correct. Next is a truck of mass 1000 kg increases its speed from 36 km per hour to 72 km per hour, and you have to find the increase in kinetic energy. Now you can see that this is kilometer per hour. They are not the SI unit. So firstly we have to convert it in SI units. So mass is given to you, that is 1000 kg. Initial speed is 36 km per hour. Firstly we have to convert this into meter per second, as we know that 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 5/18 meter per second. So we can use this relation and convert the speed into meter per second. Then final speed also we will convert and we will get 20 meter per second. Now increase in kinetic energy will be final kinetic energy minus initial. So final is half mv2 square minus half mv1 square. So half m is common here, so we have taken out. So we are left with v2 square minus v1 square. v2 is 20 and v1 is 10. We have inserted the values and then after simple calculation we have got this. Here in place of squaring you can either use the formula of a square minus b square also, that will be your a plus b, a minus b. The answer will be same. Calculations can be done in any way. Next is your question number 10. A car is moving with a speed of 15 km per hour and an identical car is moving with a speed of 30 km per hour. Compare their kinetic energy. So here you can see they have asked for the comparison. So if you want to convert you can convert, otherwise you can leave it because you have to simply divide it. Then we have let that the mass of each car be m. Then the kinetic energy of car A is this. Kinetic energy of car B will come out to be this, and then their ratio will be 1:4. So kinetic energy of car B is 4 times the kinetic energy of car A. Next is a pump raises water by spending 4 into 10 raised by 5 joule of energy in 10 seconds. Find the power of pump. So as we have done that power equals to work upon time or energy upon time. As you know, work and energy both are same, they are equal. So it is work equals to 4 into 10 raised by 5 joule and t equals to 10 seconds. So after calculation this 10 was divided by this and we got 4 into 10 raised by 4 watt. Then question number 12. It takes 20 seconds for a girl A to climb up the stair while girl V takes 15 seconds for the same job. You have to compare the work done and the power spent. So here you can see the height is same, so work done is same, because here we are talking about the distance. The force applied is same, so the work done will be same irrespective of time, because work is independent of time. So the ratio of work done comes out to be 1:1. Then power of A and power of V. The formula for power is work done upon time taken. So we have written here, and after calculation we got 3:4. So the power of A ratio power of B is 3:4. I hope you got it. Thank you. Have a good day.